Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Alright, please continue to pray for me by disliking this video. I got a few things I want you guys to pray about. First and foremost, mercy from the weather up above. Today it's going to be hot enough to melt gallium again, and actually beyond that today. And second, I am to find mercy from that. I am applying for a job. I got an interview going on in northern Idaho, and but if I do get that job, I got a lot of stuff to move to. You guys know, tons and tons and tons of stuff to move to Idaho, and I'm gonna have to think about how to do that. I do have a storage locker here, so maybe I'll just leave them here because I got a lot of connections here anyway for selling my art. Okay, so the job in northern Idaho, and I recently, as you guys have been following, right now things are settled because we don't have the good chemistry, but we do have a lot in common. I met a distant cousin of Eve Curry here in the Phoenix area, and then there's the girl in Taiwan that presumably my grandmother and Mary Curry helped set me up with, right? When my grandmother passed away, I went up to her closet and I asked her to go talk to Mary Curry to set me up on a blind date. But I was thinking it would be a cousin of Mary Curry, not of my grandmother. And then I logged on to an online dating account that I had not used in many years, and that's when I met her. And so what else we need to pray for? Also, my cars. I got so many miles. It's already traveled 1 light second. I'll let you figure out how many miles that is. I need to pray that the car holds up because right now I'm not really in the position of replacing the car. You know, I still haven't switched over my driver's license from Washington. Just a lot of headache if I have to. Yesterday somebody almost rear-ended me, and I was like, thank God, because if I have to replace that car, it's just a lot of headache more than anything else. And just about to file my taxes today. Pray that I don't owe anything. I'm a little bit nervous because I had so much wackiness go on last year. And what else? I can't even remember. There were a lot of things I needed prayer for. Oh, pray that the tariffs end, obviously, so that I could go back to making normal everyday art. Right now I can only make stuff that has a high markup, right, because of how high the bismuth is, and I want it to be accessible to everybody who just wants to buy something, right? Right now I can only make those really intricate things like the geodes, right? The normal Buddhas, that's just out of the price range of most people, right? I might have to pivot to working with pewter, but I got really poisoned doing it one time. I have chemical sensitivities, and some of the metals I react terribly with, especially antimony and tin. Uh, Anybody knows why I would react badly to antimony and tin? Let me know. They're not usually very toxic. It could be that the supplies I got last time were not as pure as I thought they were. If they were contaminated with lead or thallium or some of the other heavy metals, that could have been a problem too. Um, okay. Also, pray something else. Yesterday, I was very upset yesterday because I find that I live with people, or I live and work with people who have different values than I do. What do I mean by that? Well, 2 years ago, I had a colleague who was pregnant and had house repair issues, and I often helped her with that. And I would fill in for her, at inconvenient hours and all that. And, lately, because I've been a little bit messed up from dating and I got a bad performance review, it's like the whole world pounces on me for that. And why is that? I want to get to where my coworker was eventually, right? It probably takes somewhere to start, right? And it's just, and also, I don't like this hot weather. I so much wish I could just get in my car and drive to Yosemite for a week or two, to escape. Right, and I don't get to do that. Meanwhile, my colleagues take their kids to Disney. Yeah, I get it. Kids should enjoy that too. I should enjoy getting away from the hot weather too. Right, it just feels really unfair. Pray that we live in a world where people don't just take a day that's 100 degrees and just accept it, right? I so much wish people would take bad weather seriously and do something like shelter in place or something, just like we did for COVID. I bet more people die from this than from COVID, especially the mental health effects. Or you look at the suicide rate when the temperature is high, it's probably a lot higher than on a good day, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.